Okay. Hello. Today I'm gonna show you how to do falling leg jumps. Or kind of falling. I mean, it's technically not a falling leg jump, but that's fine. It's actually better than a falling leg jump. So, you probably know how to do these leg jumps. These falling leg jumps, those are kind of easy. Pretty easy timing on them. But what's really hard is doing an actual falling leg jump. And the reason you don't really want to do a falling leg jump, like that's a falling leg jump. The reason you don't really want to do those is sometimes you get like very little height, and that'll make you like, that's just gonna mess up your timing. So what you want to do instead is basically you want to do a normal on the ground leg jump like this. That's basically what you want to do, but you want to start in the air. What you do is you go through the same motions as you would when you do a leg jump on the ground, but you have to, in the air, you obviously have to push your left analog stick forward. So what I do is let's go forward and then, okay, that is kind of fast, I guess. It's pretty hard to explain that in all of my motions while also doing them. I just show you the timing a few times, and then I do them again. Okay, so one really important thing about these leg jumps is that you actually, it doesn't matter when you hit the ground. What matters is when you shoot, because this is basically the same as an on the ground leg jump. Just imagine that you are like that you're gliding forward, like you see that, like gliding forward. Basically the same thing happens in the air, but you cannot really see it. That's how I like to think about it. So I do the charge boots, then I shoot by at the same time pressing L1, and then I do a side jump. And I want to do that at basically the same time as I do your usual on the ground leg jumps, like those. Like I shoot, and then I start jumping. I shoot, and then I start jumping. You see, I was on the ground like a very long time, but I still got it. Because what matters is when you shoot. The problem with that, obviously, is when you shoot too early, like this, there's basically no way you can get it. Because the time frame is already away once you get to the ground. So you gotta shoot close to the ground. That's one of the downsides of this type of jump. The other one is that, as far as I know, you cannot do this while your charge boots are running out, which isn't really a big problem because most of the time you can somehow at least cancel them. But if for some reason you cannot, then you cannot do this. As far as I know, I haven't really tried it anymore, but I haven't gotten it when I tried it, like a few minutes ago. But you saw me that with like failing them a couple of times. That's because the timing is still pretty hard to get, even if you know how to do them. I mean, I still gotta practice them. Obviously, I just found them today. Like, I figured out how to do them. So yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't really like tried doing the same thing, but not holding or pressing F1 before you shoot. can maybe try that, actually. But it's not really worth trying, because why use that when you can do this technique and it works, right? So, yeah. Go through it one more time. Charge boots, shoot. That was, I jumped too early there. Charge boots, shoot, jump. That's your timing. And then you could do this, and that's super nice. I cannot really show you any applications right now. It's mostly just movement. I think this is faster than just doing this. So if you actually know if you're actually comfortable with these, what you can do once you get these charge boots, if you're like here, you can just do them, and then you'll be slightly faster. At least I think. I haven't really done a comparison yet, but at least they feel faster. They are at least like at the same speed. And that's my email program. Sorry about that. And they look really nice. One implication that as I said, cannot really show you because I have the hyperhook is if you do like the Tyrannosis skip and you don't actually get the hypershot, you can do this to skip the first part of Command Center. But I wouldn't really recommend it because you can just do a long jump there. I can quickly show you how I do it. I haven't really tried this with like 2 of the big guys, but I'm pretty sure it still works. Yeah, the loading times in this version are pretty big, but I'm using the PS3 version, but that doesn't really matter. Shouldn't really matter in terms of tricks. At least this type of trick. So what I do here is I charge boots down, and then that was bad. Let me do that again. I mistimed that. So I charge boots down, and then I long jump, and yeah, that's really fast. But you can alternatively, if you don't have the hyper shot, you can also like do the you can reactivate your charge boots in the air and then do the side flips. Okay, I hope this helped you. And if you still have any questions, feel free to PM me. My Twitch is Yusunanuri. I probably put that on the video description. Or you can just hit up the comments. And see you next time.